Want to learn your target language for free? Then get our language gifts of the month right now, before they expire. Here's what you're getting this month. First, the Using Transportation Conversation Cheat Sheet. Do you know how to get around in your target language? You can learn how. This new cheat sheet teaches you must-know vocabulary and phrases, like where can I buy a ticket? How much is the train pass? And much more. Second, the Ultimate Guide to Beginner Language ebook. Want a free way to boost your vocabulary? With this new PDF ebook, you'll master over 500 beginner words and phrases, more than enough to start speaking the language with confidence. Third, can you talk about holiday accommodations in your target language? Learn how to say hotel, guest house, inn, and much more with this quick vocab bonus. Fourth, most common ways to say sorry. Do you know all the ways to apologize in your target language? This 1-minute lesson will get them in your head, guaranteed. Fifth, free language learning audiobooks for anyone who sees this video. If you watch this far, then here's a free bonus. We're giving all of our users free access to our huge library of language learning audiobooks. Save them to your device and listen and learn. They're yours to keep forever. And finally, the deal of the month. If you want to finally master the language with lessons by real teachers and our complete language learning program, get 40% off Premium or Premium Plus with the Epic sale. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the description below. Download them right now before they expire.
Buongiorno! Ciao a tutti! Sono Felice Angelini. Hi everyone, I am Felice Angelini. Welcome to the Italian whiteboard lesson. In this lesson, you'll learn the basic vocabulary for talking about the weather, in particular when we talk about weather conditions. Okay, let's get started. We have two kinds of words, nouns or adjectives. I'd like to start with nouns. The first is neve, neve, neve. Put attention on the accent, e, the first e. Neve is a female noun, and neve means snow. Pay attention to this pronunciation, ve. Ve is like Venezia, Venice, ve. Maybe we can find it in another word. Okay, the next is pioggia, pioggia, pioggia. The accent on O. And pay attention to this double consonant sound. Is a little strong. Ja, pioggia. Pioggia is a female noun, like neve, and means rain. Okay, then vento, vento, vento. Vento, the accent is on e, vento. Did you notice? Yeah, the same, ve, vento. Vento is a masculine noun, and the meaning is wind. The next, sole, sole, sole. The accent is on o. Sole is a masculine noun. You remember the song Sole? Sole means sun. Then cielo, cielo, cielo. Cielo, the accent is on the e. Attenzione, attention. Italian e. Cielo. And cielo is a masculine noun. Cielos means sky. And I want your attention because we have two vowels. In this case, don't consider I, Italian I vowels, only e. So put together C and E, like c'è, c'è. And the word is cielo. Then nebbia, nebbia, nebbia. The accent is on E. But pay attention to this double consonant, like pioggia, già. In this case, double B. Bia, nebbia. Nebbia is a female noun, and the meaning is fog. The last one, temporale, temporale, temporale. The accent is on A. Temporale. Temporale is a masculine noun, and the meaning is thunderstorm. Well, we can continue now from adjectives, but did you notice I missed one word? Was this one. Sereno, sereno, sereno. Because this word is an adjective and is used in combination with cielo. Sereno. The accent is in. Ciao. Again, sorry. Maybe you can realize that I write it, but okay. Well, now we can continue with adjective, but did you notice I missed one word? This one. Sereno, sereno, sereno. Because this word is an adjective, and in this case is used in combination with cielo. Cielo, sereno. And sereno, I have to put the accent on the second E. Sereno. Sereno means clear, serene. So, in combination, cielo sereno means clear sky. Okay, and do you remember, cielo is masculine noun. So, in this case, we have to put masculine form in the adjective. Sereno. Cielo sereno. Okay, let's check another adjectives. Are you ready? The first is nuvoloso, nuvoloso, nuvoloso. The accent is on the second O. Nuvoloso. And this is the masculine form. So if you check the feminine form, you can realize that we have a different vowel at the end of the word. The accent is the same on the O, second O, and is nuvolosa, nuvolosa, nuvolosa. So for masculine, nuvoloso. For feminine, nuvolosa. What's the meaning? The meaning is cloudy. Next one, instabile, instabile, instabile. The accent is on A, instabile. In this case, did you notice, for the feminine form, we have the same word with the same pronunciation, instabile. So we can realize that we have in Italian two kinds of adjective, like this, nuvoloso, nuvolosa, or like this, instabile, instabile. One more adjective, this one, soleggiato, soleggiato, or the feminine form, soleggiata, soleggiata, soleggiata. The accent is on A. And this kind of adjective is similar to nuvoloso, nuvolosa. The meaning of soleggiato, soleggiata is sunny. Okay, we finished this section about adjectives, but I have another point very important when we talk about these words. You can realize that in an adjective sometimes we have a noun. For example, in this word, soleggiato, sole, we have this word, sole. And it's very good for understand the context and the meaning of the word. And in another case, for example, nuvoloso, there is one word, one noun. This is the masculine, but I prefer the feminine. Nuvola, nuvola. That means cloud, cloud. So cloud, nuvolo, nuvola, nuvoloso. It's very similar to soleggiato. And then sometimes an adjective that is very close to English. For example, instabile, unstable. Well, we have nouns, we have adjectives, so we are ready to talk about weather condition. So imagine this situation. I talk about weather situation with Nana, my digital assistant, and I say in Italian, Nana, com'è il tempo oggi? And Nana reply, neve di mattina, pioggia di pomeriggio. Okay, let's check one more time this dialogue. The question, my question. Nana, com'è il tempo oggi? One more time. Nana, com'è il tempo oggi? That's mean, Nana, how's the weather today? Now, let's check the question. First in Italian. Nana, com'è il tempo oggi? Nana is the name of my digital assistant. So, Nana, Nana. Then the question. Com'è? 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 The accent is on the e. E is the verb. And com is come, is the question, the word for the question. In English is house, com'è. Then il tempo, two words, il tempo. That means the weather. At the end of the phrase, oggi, that means today. Pay attention to the accent. Nana, com'è il tempo oggi? Nana, com'è il tempo oggi? That means, Nana, how's the weather today? Okay, this is clear. Then, the answer. Neve di mattina, pioggia di pomeriggio. The first word, neve, snow. Di mattina, two words. That means in the morning, in the morning. In English, 3 words, in Italian, 2 words. The accent is here. Neve di mattina. Then, pioggia di pomeriggio. You remember, pioggia is rain. Di pomeriggio, in Italian, 2 words, means in the afternoon. In English, 3 words. The accent is pioggia o di pomeriggio, pomeriggio, on the first E. One more again. Neve di mattina, pioggia di pomeriggio. Snow in the morning, rain in the afternoon. So this is the dialogue. In this case, we use 2 words, neve and pioggia. So I want to try another example, maybe change this weather condition. For example, pioggia and cielo sereno. Pioggia di mattina, cielo sereno di pomeriggio. Rain in the morning, clear sky in the afternoon. Or make another example, but this time not using only nouns. I want to use adjectives. For example, cielo sereno and instabile. So, in this case, the example is cielo sereno di mattina, instabile di pomeriggio. Clear sky in the morning, unstable in the afternoon. Did you notice in these 2 examples we have the same patterns? First, we talk about weather conditions, so first weather condition. For example, a noun or an adjective. And then, when, di mattina or di pomeriggio. So we can put together and say, in this case, I replied, like Nana. Well, did you notice in this example we have the same pattern? Noun, noun, and adjective. noun, adjective, and adjective. So if you put the noun on the adjective for talking about weather condition, then we can end with di mattina and di pomeriggio. We can use this pattern. It's very, very useful in this situation. So you can use this pattern with this noun and this adjective. So I have two tips for you. The first one is, well, we need to remember the pronunciation and the meaning of this word, this noun and this adjective. So repeat many times. Maybe it's the best practice to remember. And the second one is pay attention to the word's order. For example, when I said cielo sereno, we have this order in this situation when we talk about weather condition. First the noun, cielo, and then the adjective. So not the opposite order, in this way, noun and adjectives. This is the best way to sounds Italian word like canzone and maschile, maschile, masculine and masculine in the same way. Do you remember how to say morning? Mattina, mattina. And how to say snow? Neve, neve. Do you remember how to say snow in the morning? Neve di mattina. Neve di mattina. Do you remember how to say afternoon? Pomeriggio. Pomeriggio. And how to say rain? Pioggia. Pioggia. Do you remember how to say rain in the afternoon? Pioggia di pomeriggio. Pioggia di pomeriggio. Do you remember how to say wind? Vento. Vento. And how to say sun? Sole. Sole. Do you remember how to say clear sky? Cielo sereno. Cielo sereno. And do you remember how to say fog? Nebbia. Nebbia. Do you remember how to say thunderstorm? Temporale. Temporale. And how to say cloudy? Nuvoloso. Nuvoloso. Do you remember how to say unstable? Instabile. Instabile. And how to say sunny? Soleggiato. Soleggiato. So, this is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Felice and I'll see you on ItalianPod101.com. Arrivederci. See you.
Hi guys, welcome back to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Daisy. Mi chiamo Daisy. Mi chiamo Daisy. And in this video we're gonna talk about math vocabulary. Vocabolario matematico. Vocabolario matematico. I know some of you may not like mathematics, because that's me as well, but it could be a nice exercise to learn some Italian. So, let's look together at the most common vocabulary used to talk about matematica. Matematica. In Italian, it's female. La matematica. Let's start with the easiest one. Più. Più. So, plus. When we use più, plus, we're doing an addizione. Addition. Addizione. Addition. I know it may sound like there are two Z. It's not true, it's just one. Addizione. So, for example, 2 più 2 uguale 4. 2 più 2 uguale 4. As you may imagine, equals is uguale. Uguale in Italian. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 and 2 is 4. You also can say in Italian 2 più 2 fa 4. Fa 4. The verb fare, third person singular, 2 più 2 fa 4. So 2 plus 2 makes, literally, 4. 2 più 2 fa 4. And here we're adding, right? That's called sommare. Sommare. Think about it as making the sum. So, sommare. Fare la somma. Make the sum. Sommare or fare la somma. On the contrary, when you do a subtraction, fai una sottrazione. 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 To do this, use meno, meno, minus, right? Meno, 4 meno 2 fa 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Makes 2 in Italian. 4 meno 2 uguale 2. In this case, you're subtracting, right? In Italian, the verb is sottrarre. 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 It can also be used not in mathematics, as you know, like I'm taking this from you. Io sottraggo questo a te, for example. 10 per 10 fa 100. 10 per 10 fa 100. 10 times 10 equals 100. So, per is used to moltiplicare, 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 to multiply, right? Fare una moltiplicazione. Fare una moltiplicazione. Do you remember in school when you used to learn tables? So for example, 5 times tables. That's called tabellina. 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 Where chart in Italian is tabella. So tabellina is a small chart, not meaning that it's small, but it's just like, for example, la tabellina del 5, 5 times table. La tabellina del, and then you add the number. Thanks to la tabellina, you also know that 10 diviso 2 fa 5. 10 diviso 2 fa 5. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Divided by, diviso, and then you just add the number. You don't need a preposition there. Dividere, dividere, to divide. Dividere. And those were the 4 most important operazioni, operazioni, so operations that you do in maths. But there's more. Radice quadrata is square root. Radice quadrata. Frazione, frazione, fraction. You would read this as 1 fratto 3. 1 fratto 3. Something else that you may need is odd numbers. So numeri dispari, dispari. If you take this away, you get numeri pari, which is even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8 e 10 sono numeri pari. While 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 sono numeri dispari. So we also revised numbers from 1 to 10, in case you forgot some. If you have a decimal number, you call it numero decimale. Numero decimale. Per esempio, for example, 0,2, 0,2, 0,2, 0 literally, 0,2 è un numero decimale. It's a decimal number. È un numero decimale. Of course, we could go on for a long time, but I'm not good with maths, so I'd stop here. And as last thing, I would just teach you how to say to calculate in general. So, calcolare, calcolare, fare un calcolo, to make a calculus, to find the solution, fare un calcolo, fare un calcolo. Il risultato, risultato is the result, while soluzione, soluzione is the solution to a problem, for example, or just to the calcolo that we were just talking about. I'm really curious to know how many of you like mathematics. I can't wait to make the percentuale, percentage, percentuale, out of your answers. So leave a comment letting me know if you like Mathematica or not. If you want to learn even more Italian and have real conversations with native speaker, remember to click the link in the description, download our PDF lessons with all the essential Italian that you need to know for your everyday life. Thank you for watching, I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.
Ciao a tutti, sono Felice Angelini. Hi everyone, I'm Felice Angelini. In this lesson, you'll learn how to talk about the weather in Italian.
This is Karen Lee, and she's in sunny Rome. She's on a long-distance call with Chiara Lombardi, her former homestay mother. Chiara asks, how's the weather?
Com'è il tempo?
Listen to the conversation and focus on the response. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
C'è il sole.
Once more with the English translation.
Com'è il tempo?
How's the weather?
C'è il sole.
It's sunny.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Chiara asks, how's the weather?
Com'è il tempo?
First is
Com'è?
which translates as how's.
Com'è? Com'è?
This consists of two parts. The first is
Come?
how.
Come? Come?
Next is
È.
is.
È. È. È.
Is from the verb
Essere.
to be.
Essere. Come?
Is contracted with
È.
to form.
Com'è?
Next is
Il tempo.
the weather.
Il tempo.
Let's start with
Tempo.
weather.
Tempo. Tempo.
In Italian, all nouns have grammatical gender and are either singular or plural.
Tempo.
Is masculine and singular, a fact which will determine the form of the other words in the sentence. Before
Tempo.
is the article.
Il.
Think of it like the in English.
Il. Il. Il.
Is also masculine and singular to agree with.
Tempo.
Together,
Il tempo.
the weather.
Il tempo.
Altogether, it's
Com'è il tempo?
how's the weather?
Com'è il tempo?
Let's take a closer look at the response.
Do you remember how Karen says, "It's sunny"?
C'è il sole.
This starts with
C'è,
there is.
c'è, c'è, c'è,
Is the contracted form of
ci è, ci,
there.
ci, ci,
Next is
è,
is.
è, è,
Is from the verb
essere,
to be.
ci,
Is contracted with
è,
to form.
c'è,
Note,
c'è,
there is used to talk about the presence or existence of something. It's not used to describe things. Last is
il sole,
the sun.
il sole,
Let's start with
sole,
sun.
sole, sole, sole,
Is masculine and singular. Before
sole,
is the article
il,
the.
il, il,
Is masculine and singular to agree with.
sole,
Together,
il sole,
the sun.
il sole,
Altogether, it's.
c'è il sole,
This literally means there is the sun, but it translates as it's sunny.
C'è il sole.
The pattern is
c'è, weather condition,
it's weather condition.
c'è, weather condition,
When talking about the weather, there is also another pattern used.
è, weather adjective,
It is weather adjective.
è, weather adjective, è,
Is from the verb
essere,
to be. To use this pattern, simply follow
è,
with an adjective that describes local weather conditions. Let's try this new pattern. Imagine it's cloudy.
nuvoloso,
Cloudy.
nuvoloso, nuvoloso,
Say, it's cloudy. Ready?
È nuvoloso.
It's cloudy.
È nuvoloso.
When talking about the weather, it's common to use impersonal verbs in Italian. Impersonal verbs are verbs without a fully stated subject and which are conjugated in the third person singular. For example, it's snowing in Italian is nevica. Nevica, literally, it snows, is from the verb nevicare, to snow. This is the third person singular form of the verb. Nevica. Nevica. Pay attention. You will see another example of this pattern shortly.
Let's look at some more examples. Listen and repeat, or speak along with the native speakers.
C'è il sole. C'è il sole.
È nuvoloso. È nuvoloso.
C'è bel tempo. C'è bel tempo.
È umido. È umido.
Piove. Piove. Did you notice how I used a single word instead of a phrase? Piove.
It's raining.
Piove.
This literally means rains, but it translates as it's raining.
Piove. Piove. Piove.
Is from the verb
Piovere.
to rain.
Piovere.
The pattern is impersonal verb referring to the weather. Do you remember how to say it's snowing?
Nevica.
It's snowing.
Nevica.
Let's review the key words.
Nuvoloso.
Cloudy,
Nuvoloso. Nuvoloso. Bel tempo.
nice weather,
Bel tempo. Bel tempo. Umido.
humid,
Umido. Umido. Piove.
it's raining.
Piove. Piove.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say sun? Sole. Sole. And how to say the sun? Il sole. Il sole. Do you remember how Karen Lee says, it's sunny?
C'è il sole.
C'è il sole. Do you remember how to say weather? Tempo. Tempo. And how to say the weather? Il tempo. Il tempo. Do you remember how Chiara asks, how's the weather?
Com'è il tempo?
Com'è il tempo? Do you remember how to say, it's raining? Piove. Piove. And how to say cloudy? Nuvoloso. Nuvoloso. Do you remember how to say nice weather? Bel tempo. Bel tempo.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee, and you're in Rome, where the weather is beautiful. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
C'è bel tempo.
Listen again and repeat.
C'è bel tempo. C'è bel tempo.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Chiara, and it's raining in Catania. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
Piove.
Listen again and repeat.
Piove. Piove.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark's friend, Paolo Parisi, and you're in cloudy Milan. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
È nuvoloso.
Listen again and repeat.
È nuvoloso. È nuvoloso.
Bollitore. Kettle. Bollitore. Bollitore. Kettle. Ho comprato un bollitore nuovo. I bought a new kettle. Ho comprato un bollitore nuovo. Pentola. Pot. Pentola. Pentola. Pot. Questa pentola è fatta di ghisa. This pot is made in cast iron. Questa pentola è fatta di ghisa. Rana. Frog. Rana. Rana. Frog. La rana è sul ceppo. The frog is on the log. La rana è sul ceppo. Piccione. Pigeon. Piccione. Piccione. Pigeon. Non dare da mangiare ai piccioni. Don't feed the pigeons. Non dare da mangiare ai piccioni. Guida. Guidebook. Guida. Guida. Guidebook. Una guida darà informazioni utili per il viaggio. A guidebook will give you helpful information for your trip. Una guida darà informazioni utili per il viaggio. Entrata. Entrance. Entrata. Entrata. Entrance. C'è un serpente all'entrata. There is a snake within the entrance. C'è un serpente all'entrata. Guida turistica. Tour guide. Guida turistica. Guida turistica. Tour guide. Incontri la guida turistica all'entrata dell'hotel. Meet your tour guide at the entrance to the hotel. Incontri la guida turistica all'entrata dell'hotel. Prenotazione. Reservation. Prenotazione. Prenotazione. Reservation. Pronto? Ho bisogno di fare una prenotazione. Hello, I need to make a reservation. Pronto? Ho bisogno di fare una prenotazione. Passaporto. Passport. Passaporto. Passaporto. Passport. Il mio passaporto è scaduto. My passport expired. Il mio passaporto è scaduto. Informatica. Computer science. Informatica. Informatica. Computer science. Molte persone studiano informatica. Many people study computer science. Molte persone studiano informatica. Matematica. Math. Matematica. Matematica. Math. La mia materia preferita a scuola è la matematica. My favorite subject in school is math. La mia materia preferita a scuola è la matematica. Sentirsi. Feel. Sentirsi. Sentirsi. Feel. Mi sento bene. I feel good. Mi sento bene. Disegnare. Draw. Disegnare. Disegnare. Draw. Sei molto brava a disegnare. You are very good at drawing. Sei molto brava a disegnare. Piano. Plan. Piano. Piano. Plan. Va bene, faremo un nuovo piano. All right, we'll make a new plan. Va bene, faremo un nuovo piano. Vendita. Sale. Vendita. Vendita. Sale. Per il Natale gli smartphone sono in vendita a buon prezzo. For Christmas, smartphones are on sale at a cheap price. Per il Natale gli smartphone sono in vendita a buon prezzo. Shopping. 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 Lo shopping diventa frenetico durante i saldi. Shopping gets hectic during sales. Lo shopping diventa frenetico durante i saldi. Quarto. Fourth. Quarto. Quarto. Fourth. Quant'è un quarto di 20? What is 1/4 of 20? Quant'è un quarto di 20? Quinto. Fifth. Quinto. Quinto. Fifth. Ho un appartamento nuovo al quinto piano. I have a new apartment on the 5th floor. Ho un appartamento nuovo al quinto piano. Sesto. Sixth. Sesto. Sesto. Sixth. Ho ricevuto vestiti da scuola per il mio sesto compleanno. I received school clothes for my 6th birthday. Ho ricevuto vestiti da scuola per il mio sesto compleanno. Settimo. Seventh. Settimo. Settimo. Seventh. Il settimo giorno del settimo mese lunare è il San Valentino cinese. The 7th day of the 7th lunar month is Chinese Valentine's Day. Il settimo giorno del settimo mese lunare è il San Valentino cinese. Balsamo. Conditioner. Balsamo. Balsamo. Conditioner. Un buon balsamo toglierà i nodi dai vostri capelli. A good conditioner will take the tangles out of your hair. Un buon balsamo toglierà i nodi dai vostri capelli. Deodorante. Deodorant. Deodorante. Deodorante. Deodorant. Metti il deodorante dopo esserti lavato per evitare di puzzare. Put on deodorant after washing to avoid bad odor. Metti il deodorante dopo esserti lavato per evitare di puzzare. Sapone liquido. Liquid soap. Sapone liquido. Sapone liquido. Liquid soap. Il sapone liquido è di fianco al rubinetto. The liquid soap is next to the faucet. Il sapone liquido è di fianco al rubinetto. Anatra. Duck. Anatra. Anatra. Duck. Lo starnazzare dell'anatra fa l'eco. A duck's quack echoes. Lo starnazzare dell'anatra fa l'eco. Corvo. crow, corvo, corvo, crow. Il corvo nero sta cercando qualcosa da mangiare. The black crow is looking for something to eat. Il corvo nero sta cercando qualcosa da mangiare. Scarafaggio, cockroach, scarafaggio, scarafaggio, cockroach. Uno scarafaggio ha 6 zampe, ali ed antenne. A cockroach has 6 legs, wings and antennae. Uno scarafaggio ha 6 zampe, ali ed antenne. Zanzara, moschito, zanzara, zanzara, moschito. Nelle paludi ci sono sempre un sacco di zanzare. There are always a lot of mosquitoes at the swamps. Nelle paludi ci sono sempre un sacco di zanzare. Operaio edile, construction worker. Operaio edile, operaio edile, construction worker. Si può guadagnare uno stipendio alto come operaio edile, ma è un lavoro veramente duro. You can earn a high salary as a construction worker, but it's really hard work. Si può guadagnare uno stipendio alto come operaio edile, ma è un lavoro veramente duro. Casalinga, homemaker, casalinga, casalinga, homemaker. Chi lavora più duramente dappertutto è la casalinga. The hardest worker anywhere is the homemaker. Chi lavora più duramente dappertutto è la casalinga. Ghiaccio, ice, ghiaccio, ghiaccio, ice. Vuoi del ghiaccio nel tuo drink? Do you want some ice in your drink? Vuoi del ghiaccio nel tuo drink? Storia, history, storia, storia, history. La storia è interessante. History is interesting. La storia è interessante. Geografia. Geography. Geografia. Geografia. Geography. Ornella insegnava geografia. Ornella used to teach geography. Ornella insegnava geografia. Negozio. Store. Negozio. Negozio. Store. Devo aprire il negozio alle 8 del mattino. I have to open the store at 8 o'clock a.m. Devo aprire il negozio alle 8 del mattino. Mercato. Market. Mercato. Mercato. Market. Compriamo la frutta e la verdura al mercato locale. We buy all fruits and vegetables at the local market. Compriamo la frutta e la verdura al mercato locale. Prezzo. Price. Prezzo. Prezzo. Price. Ho trattato sul prezzo. I negotiated the price. Ho trattato sul prezzo. Tagliando. Coupon. Tagliando. Tagliando. Coupon. Ho un tagliando per il 50% di sconto, quindi mangiamola. I have a coupon for 50% off, so let's eat there. Ho un tagliando per il 50% di sconto, quindi mangiamo la. Corsia. Aisle. Corsia. Corsia. Aisle. I piselli li puoi trovare nella corsia dello scatolame. You can find the peas in the canned goods aisle. I piselli li puoi trovare nella corsia dello scatolame. Borsa. Bag. Borsa. Borsa. Bag. Quanto hai pagato quella borsa? How much did you pay for that bag? Quanto hai pagato quella borsa? Fotografia. Photograph. Fotografia. Fotografia. Photograph. Questa fotografia non sembra bella. This photograph doesn't look good. Questa fotografia non sembra bella. Soda. 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 La soda contiene molto zucchero. Soda contains a lot of sugar. La soda contiene molto zucchero. Nono. Ninth. Nono. Nono. Ninth. Il Ramadan è il nono mese dell'anno musulmano. Ramadan is the ninth month of the Muslim year. Il Ramadan è il nono mese dell'anno musulmano. Decimo. Tenth. Decimo. Decimo. Tenth. Finalmente ho raggiunto il mio obiettivo al 10° tentativo. I finally made a goal on my 10th attempt. Finalmente ho raggiunto il mio obiettivo al 10° tentativo. Ottavo. Eighth. Ottavo. Ottavo. Eighth. Mi è stata regalata una nuova bicicletta per il mio 8° compleanno. I was given a new bicycle for my 8th birthday. Mi è stata regalata una nuova bicicletta per il mio 8° compleanno. Rasoio. Shaving razor. Rasoio. Rasoio. Shaving razor. Rasoio usa e getta. Disposable shaving razor. Rasoio usa e getta. Salvietta. Washcloth. Salvietta. Salvietta. Washcloth. Il ragazzo si sta lavando la sua faccia con una salvietta. The boy is washing his face with a washcloth. Il ragazzo si sta lavando la sua faccia con una salvietta. Asciugamano. Towel. Asciugamano. Asciugamano. Towel. Questo asciugamano è troppo piccolo per me. This towel is too small for me. Questo asciugamano è troppo piccolo per me. Cucchiaio. Spoon. Cucchiaio. Cucchiaio. Spoon. Mangio la zuppa con il cucchiaio. I eat the soup with the spoon. Mangio la zuppa con il cucchiaio. Forchetta. Fork. Forchetta. Forchetta. Fork. I cinesi non usano la forchetta. Chinese people don't use forks. I cinesi non usano la forchetta. Coltello. Knife. Coltello. Coltello. Knife. Attento, quel coltello è molto affilato. Be careful, that knife is very sharp. Attento, quel coltello è molto affilato. Piatto. Plate. Piatto. Piatto. Plate. C'è un piatto sul tavolo. There's a plate on the table. C'è un piatto sul tavolo. Ape. Bee. Ape. Ape. Bee. L'ape sta impollinando il fiore giallo. The bee is pollinating the yellow flower. L'ape sta impollinando il fiore giallo. Formica. Ant. Formica. Formica. Ant. Le formiche stanno trasportando cibo. The ants are carrying food. Le formiche stanno trasportando cibo. Serpente. Snake. Serpente. Serpente. Snake. C'è un serpente all'entrata. There is a snake within the entrance. C'è un serpente all'entrata. Latte. Milk. Latte. Latte. Milk. Adoro il cioccolato al latte. I love milk chocolate. Adoro il cioccolato al latte. Designer. 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 La mia ragazza è una designer. My girlfriend is a designer. La mia ragazza è una designer. Artista. Artist. Artista. Artista. Artist. Queste sono alcune opere inedite dell'artista. There are some unpublished works of the artist. Queste sono alcune opere inedite dell'artista. Soldato. Soldier. Soldato. Soldato. Soldier. I soldati hanno protetto la loro nazione. Soldiers protected their nation. I soldati hanno protetto la loro nazione. Imprenditore. Entrepreneur. Imprenditore. Imprenditore. Entrepreneur. L'imprenditore fa una presentazione nell'ufficio. The entrepreneur makes a presentation in the office. L'imprenditore fa una presentazione nell'ufficio. Storie brevi. Short story. Storie brevi. Storie brevi. Short story. Leggo solo storie brevi. I only read short stories. Leggo solo storie brevi. Cartella. Folder. Cartella. Cartella. Folder. Metto i documenti in una cartella. I put the documents in a folder. Metto i documenti in una cartella. Padella. Frying pan. Padella. Padella. Frying pan. Mi puoi dare la padella rossa? Can you give me the red frying pan? Mi puoi dare la padella rossa? Tagliere. Cutting board. Tagliere. Tagliere. Cutting board. Usa il tagliere per tagliare le patate. Use the cutting board to cut potatoes. Usa il tagliere per tagliare le patate. Lavello. Sink. Lavello. Lavello. Sink. Il lavello è pieno di piatti. The sink is full of plates. Il lavello è pieno di piatti. Ciotola. Bowl. Ciotola. Ciotola. Bowl. Anna usa sempre la stessa ciotola. Anna always uses the same bowl. Anna usa sempre la stessa ciotola. Uscita. Exit. Uscita. Uscita. Exit. Sto ancora cercando l'uscita. I'm still looking for the exit. Sto ancora cercando l'uscita. Mappa. Map. Mappa. Mappa. Map. Avete una mappa di questa zona? Do you have a map of this area? Avete una mappa di questa zona? Valigia. Suitcase. Valigia. Valigia. Suitcase. Chiudi la valigia. Close the suitcase. Chiudi la valigia. Turista. Tourist. Turista. Turista. Tourist. Se sei un turista e vuoi visitare l'Italia, vai in Sicilia. If you are a tourist and want to visit Italy, go to Sicily. Se sei un turista e vuoi visitare l'Italia, va in Sicilia. Politica. Politics. Politica. Politica. Politics. Luca parla sempre di politica. Luca always talks about politics. Luca parla sempre di politica. Biologia. Biology. Biologia. Biologia. Biology. L'anno scorso ho preso brutti voti in biologia. Last year I got bad grades in biology. L'anno scorso ho preso brutti voti in biologia. Chimica. Chemistry. Chimica. Chimica. Chemistry. Francesco ha studiato chimica. Francesco studied chemistry. Francesco ha studiato chimica. Fisica. Physics. Fisica. Fisica. Physics. Conosco le basi della fisica. I know the basics of physics. Conosco le basi della fisica. Economia. Economics. Economia. Economia. Economics. L'economia è un'ottima formazione per molti campi. Economics is a good background for many fields. L'economia è un'ottima formazione per molti campi. Mettere. Put. Mettere. Mettere. Put. Puoi mettere la borsa sul tavolo. You can put your bag on the table. Puoi mettere la tua borsa sul tavolo. Ricordare. Remember. Ricordare. Ricordare. Remember. Prova a ricordare dove eri la sera di domenica scorsa. Try to remember where you were last Sunday night. Prova a ricordare dov'eri la sera di domenica scorsa. Tenere. Hold. Tenere. Tenere. Hold. Tenere un pallone blu. Hold a blue balloon. Tenere un pallone blu. Carrello della spesa. Shopping cart. Carrello della spesa. Carrello della spesa. Shopping cart. Il carrello della spesa è vuoto. The shopping cart is empty. Il carrello della spesa è vuoto. Busta di plastica. Plastic bag. Busta di plastica. Busta di plastica. Plastic bag. L'uomo sta portando una busta di plastica piena di spesa. The man is carrying a plastic bag full of groceries. L'uomo sta portando una busta di plastica piena di spesa. Commedia. Comedy. Commedia. Commedia. Comedy. Stanno guardando una commedia e ridendo. They are watching a comedy and laughing. Stanno guardando una commedia e ridendo. Romanzo. Novel. Romanzo. Romanzo. Novel. Ho scritto il mio primo romanzo. I wrote my first novel. Ho scritto il mio primo romanzo.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is, are you focusing on only one skill? The 7 skills you'll need for language mastery. Are you the type of language learner that focuses on only one skill, like only speaking or only doing translation exercises? Then you may eventually realize that your language isn't progressing as fast as you'd like. So in today's episode, you'll learn 1. Why most language learners plateau, 2. The 7 skills you'll need for language mastery, and 3. How to practice the 7 skills with our program. But first, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Using Transportation Conversation Cheat Sheet. Do you know how to get around in your target language? You'll be able to. This new cheat sheet teaches you the must-know vocabulary and phrases, like where can I buy a ticket, how much is the train pass, and much more. Second, the Ultimate Guide to Beginner Language ebook. Want a free way to boost your vocabulary? With this new PDF ebook, you'll master over 500 beginner words and phrases, more than enough to start speaking the language with confidence. Third, can you talk about holiday accommodations in your target language? Learn how to say hotel, guest house, inn, and much more with this quick vocab bonus. Fourth, most common ways to say sorry. Do you know all the ways to apologize in your target language? This 1-minute lesson will get them in your head, guaranteed. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. Are you focusing on only one skill? The 7 skills you'll need for language mastery. Part 1. Why most language learners plateau. If you observe other language learners, you'll notice that many learners just want to speak and understand the language, and as a result, they focus only on speaking and nothing else. Then you have learners who like to start with reading, so they spend most of their time there. And then there are learners who do translation games and spend most of their time there. All of these are good ways to approach a language, but what happens is learners that focus on speaking seem to speak well, but if you go outside of a topic they've practiced, they'll start struggling. Learners that spend most of their time reading are only good at reading and then wonder why they can't speak. And learners that have been playing translation games are good at translating, but don't understand real-life speech. The point is, you'll be unbalanced. If you focus on one skill and skip out on the rest, you'll never become truly fluent, or you'll be able to speak on a few topics you know about, but that's it. But that's not enough for conversational fluency. So, if you want to avoid this trap and become truly fluent, you should focus on 7 language skills: speaking, listening, reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary, and culture. Part 2. The 7 skills you'll need for language mastery. Now, someone might ask, what's the point of reading if I just want to speak the language? The fact is, all skills complement and improve one another. For example, if you're practicing reading, you naturally pick up new words and grammar rules along the way, which will help you with speaking, because if you want to speak more, you'll need to know more words and grammar rules. Also, reading out loud can help with speaking. If you're learning grammar, this will help you with speaking, listening, reading, and writing, because you'll need to be able to speak and use those grammar rules, understand them in written information and in speech, and use it in writing. With writing, again, you're reinforcing words and grammar rules that you'll also need for listening, speaking, and reading. With listening, there can be speaking involved if you shadow what you hear. You can also pick up words and reinforce grammar points as you listen. Then, you can use those same words and grammar rules later on, during speaking practice. All skills feed into each other. And with culture? With culture, you need things to talk about with native speakers, and culture is a great topic. Plus, in certain languages and cultures, you'll need to speak more politely to people who are older or more senior to you, so this involves learning vocabulary and grammar. There's also one more bonus to practicing all 7 language skills. Learning all 7 skills will actually help you learn the language much faster. Mixing up skills like this is called interleaving. Interleaving is a proven learning tactic where you use different forms of practice to master something. For example, if you're learning vocabulary, you can read it, then say it, write it out, study with flashcards, listen to a native speaker say it, and doing so will help you remember better, instead of just reading the word 5 times and hoping it sticks. It probably won't. So, let's recap. You should focus on the 7 skills of language learning because 1, you avoid being imbalanced, 2, all of these skills feed into each other and improve your overall language, and 3, it'll help you learn faster. Part 3, how you practice the 7 skills with our program. Now, if you want to take your language to the next level, you'll need to incorporate all 7 skills in your study routine. speaking, reading, writing, listening, vocab, grammar, and culture. So here's how you can practice each skill with our learning program. One of the most unique things about our program is that you can actually practice all 7 skills with it. First, for speaking, shadow the conversations in our lesson dialogues. And if that's too hard, read the dialogues out loud and go slowly at your own pace. Use our voice recording tool to practice saying each line of the conversation. And you can send recordings of yourself to your Premium Plus teacher. For listening, simply take our lessons and listen to the conversations. You can also download the dialogue tracks and review the conversations without the translations. Also, be sure to take our listening comprehension lessons. For reading, listen to the audio and follow along with the lesson notes or transcript so that you don't miss a single word. You can also practice reading with our extensive reading books. For writing, write out the lesson dialogues and write out the words, phrases, and grammar rules that you come across. You can also try and create your own sample sentences, and you can send them to your Premium Plus teacher for corrections. For grammar, you'll come across grammar rules in our lessons. Write the rules down, try and create your own sentences, and keep taking the lessons and keep on reading. For vocabulary, use our spaced repetition flashcards to master the words. And of course, write them down in a notebook, say them out loud, and save them in the word bank so you can come back to them to review later. And for culture, take our lessons. You'll pick up culture tips along the way. Check out our culture class lessons as well. You can do 1 skill a day, or you can also try all of them in one study session. Listen to the lesson. Repeat what you hear for speaking practice. Write out the dialogue. Review the vocabulary with the slideshow. Practice the grammar rules and note down the cultural tips. Or focus on 2 skills a day. Pair up listening and speaking. The next day, do reading and writing, and then vocabulary and grammar, and then culture. And again, you can study all 7 of these skills with our program. So if you haven't done so yet, be sure to click the link below and sign up for a free lifetime account. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about how to write 1,000 words of your target language in 5 minutes a day with the Daily Dose Diary. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! One of the best ways to learn a language is with a native speaker. But what if you can't afford to take a class? Or what if you're too busy to learn on someone else's schedule? That's why with our program, you get access to your own teacher with a study tool called My Teacher, so you can learn with your own teacher at your own pace, anywhere, anytime. How does My Teacher work? You'll discover more in just a second. But first, to get access to our learning program and your very own teacher, click the link in the description and sign up for a Premium Plus account right now. What is My Teacher? My Teacher is a messenger tool that gives you access to your very own on-site teacher. You'll find it in the bottom right corner of your screen. And if you're on the app, just tap on the My Teacher icon at the bottom. So, how do you take advantage of this powerful language tool? 1. Get your language assessed. With language schools, you take a level check test on the first day. And the same thing happens here. The moment you become a Premium Plus member, you'll take an assessment test so that your teacher can determine your level, understand your weak points, and design a personalized learning plan. You'll find the link to the test inside My Teacher. Once you're done with the test, 2. Interact with your teacher, ask questions, and get feedback. Getting feedback and corrections is one of the fastest ways to improve. So open My Teacher and start interacting with your teacher. The first thing we ask you to do is to send a self-introduction in your target language as a way to get started. And if you're not sure how, just ask your teacher. You can also ask them language questions, send your writing, practice conversations, and they'll also send you feedback and corrections. You can do this all at your own pace on any device. You can also 3. Send recordings of yourself speaking the language. Just record yourself and send an audio file or video over, and get feedback from your teacher on your accent, pronunciation, and how to express yourself naturally, like a native speaker. You can also take a picture of your writing for feedback. 4. Improve your language skills non-stop with weekly assignments. Your teacher will also send you weekly assignments to test you on what you learned and improve your language skills. Assignments cover speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So if you want to learn with your very own teacher at your own pace, then click the link in the description to sign up now and become a Premium Plus plan member today. You unlock our complete learning program, plus your very own teacher. Click the link in the description to sign up now. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.